Today marks 1716 day of daily lessons, day reflections, and today I just want to speak more about peace. And today is all about really memory, remembering what truly peace cost. Because every single thing that is in life that I really love what John C. Maxwell says. If you want to go up, you need to give up. So that means that there's something that you need to give up to really go up. And I think peace is such a thing that you need to give up certain things to really have peace in your life. And today is not as a lesson, it's more of a because I think that we know exactly what is required to have peace, and we need to really remember. It's constantly really remind yourself what is necessary, what kind of price do I need to pay to have peace, peace in life. Because I felt that true peace comes from joy, content, fulfillment, but that joy that comes not from external things, but from the that internal strength, and that's something that is extremely important. So today we'll share like maybe 7, maybe 10 things that I think that we need to remember about peace. So number 1, you must kill the person you have spent years trying to prove you are. It's interesting. Sometimes we want to really prove to ourselves or to prove to others who you are, and we need to let it go. Maybe you need to be successful, maybe you need to be powerful, maybe you need to be perfect. I needed to let it go. I had a lot of things to let go. I needed to stop proving things, and I think that really starts really working on becoming the best version of you without proving. And I think that when such a beautiful thing when you really start working to become the best version of you because this is what you desire, not because you do it because you want to really protect your image and improve your image. I think it's such a peaceful thing because you do that because that's internally motivating you. That's internal desire, not validation of external things. I think that's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. And I think that's the beautiful question I'll always be able to ask ourselves is that if nobody ever acknowledged it, would it still become? Would it still? Would they still become this person? Because I think that's it's very important to ask ourselves: for what reason do I try to become this kind of person that I want to protect this image? Because the only person that needs to approve this is you. It's like I want it because if nobody will watch it, I will watch it and I will enjoy seeing that. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Now, what you must bury the life that never happened. That's a part of regret. Sometimes we made a bad choice. We moved to the wrong direction. We lived a life for a year, for 2 years, for 5 years, for 10 years. The way that I wanted the most to the way how we're not supposed to live. And now we have a life that never happened. So that if I actually turned this way, my life would be so different. And I had quite a few things that I thought, okay, if I did here, life went to that direction. If I did here, that life would go to that direction. And I think that we need to, if you want to really have peace, we need to be able to let go of things that never happened. Now, the purpose is that you're able to look into okay, where I am right now and what could I do right now to really move to the direction that I want to go. And so that's it never will happen again. The regrets that maybe I had in the past. We're able to ask, okay, why, what was the reason behind me making that wrong choice? And sometimes you realize that was some kind of internal sabotage, some unmet desires. Maybe there's some kind of healing that you needed to do, maybe understanding to build. And that means that you learn it, all the things that you needed to do. Now you are much more wiser to really make a better choice to go to the right direction. That brings peace. You must stop asking life to erase pain. That's again, sometimes we can really say that this shouldn't happen. This shouldn't happen. That means that we really fight the reality, and that fighting the reality and asking to erase the pain is creating a lot of pain, and there's no peace with that. But you stop fighting the pain, and you allow that pain to come within you. At that moment, you're able to really live a life with peace. Interesting thing for me as well that I learned this year is that when you allow some emotions to come to you uncontrollably, you learn how to control them. Majority of of my life as well, I was accepting the good and denying the bad, accepting the good and denying the bad. So I was able to control the good emotions, but I never was able to control the bad emotions. And then I used to be afraid of them, and the more you push away them, but with the more you accept them and you allow that pain to come into your life and really allow them to really to stay in your life and look into those emotions from close and allow them uncontrollably be in your life. At that moment, you start to finally enjoy peace. Number four is that you must accept that nobody is coming to rescue you. And this is interesting because most of my life I was extremely independent and I wanted everything to deal by myself within me and not share too much or just everything within me deal with things and then share how I dealt it. And this year I thought, okay, like, and last year, the 2 years that I was thinking, okay, let's try a different approach. Let's really try to share more things. And I realized that even people are extremely, extremely, extremely kind. They just not able to have capacity to really understand other person's pain. Maybe they want to, maybe they don't. But and I think that they just don't have the capacity to care. And I was thinking about it that the majority of think is I said that they are amazing people, kind people, generous people, but they don't have the capacity. I think that very little people actually have capacity to understand other person's pain, and because of that, it's very hard to share to people. And that's why you must accept that nobody's coming to rescue because most people are rescuing themselves. How are you supposed to expect that someone else will save you, rescue you when they're rescuing themselves? That's why I said that there's only a very, very small amount of people who actually rescued themselves. And now they're able to really go and rescue others. And there's a very, very minimal amount. So that means being able to understand that it gives peace. Because now I look, okay, maybe I could ask this person, maybe this person, maybe this person, maybe this group, maybe this community, maybe they could help me. And rather than really having those thoughts in your mind, just let that go and say like, I will do what's necessary by me. If I will get support, that is bonus, but not what I need to really get where I need to go. And that brings peace. Number five is you must become willing to disappoint people. And this again, this is what's big one for me. I wanted to be liked by people. And again, this is what to learn from John C. Maxwell, amazing leader. That you can be respected or you can be liked. Sometimes both will not come. Sometimes you can be respected and liked, that's for sure. But sometimes the only thing that you will need to choose, you will be respect or luck. Because sometimes when you make hard choices, hard decisions, those they will not like it. They will not like it, but they will respect you within a year, within 2 years, when they will start to see the fruits of your decisions and your actions, and you need to stand for your decisions, for your actions, and not wither because of other person's emotions and desires that is not actually right. Because what is right, not actually every single day is liked. And when you really start to really learn that what is right will disappoint people, and you do the right thing and the peace comes from doing the right thing so that when you ask okay within yourself, am I doing the right thing, am I doing the right thing, and if I doing the right thing, that brings peace. And that's where the peace is supposed to be, even though you know that this doing the right thing will cost some people, but you're okay with that, you are willing to pay the price because that is peace. Number six, you must stop negotiating with time. I think sometimes when life has seasons and sometimes we're going for a massive, massive storm, and maybe we are healing, and after the healing, there is recovery time, and sometimes we're not able to push those. We're not able to push those faster. We want to finish healing within a week. We want to finish recovery within a month. Our bones, our muscles doesn't heal within a week or 2 weeks, and our emotional states, our nervous system doesn't heal within a week or two. It takes time. And being able to really give yourself time and look into like there's even more serious things to consider. Children grow, like parents age, and really bodies change. Like there's so many things that we need to really allow to go with the flow of life because we potentially could negotiate. Because I know that it's sometimes it's very very easy to start negotiate with time, but again, if you want peace, we need to pay the price by stop negotiate with time, allowing it to go the way how it goes. Number seven, you must let your heart break without becoming. You must let your heart break without becoming bitter. It's interesting that during my toughest season, sometimes I even never thought about how I would like how I would live life when bitter, when not caring, because I love caring. I love kindness. I love people, and love to care about other people. But it's like, how would I live if I don't care? How would live that when I used to be, if I would be bitter? And I said like, this is not the way how I would love to live. This is not who I am. And I think that we need to understand that there will be times when your heart will break. Will be. I think that we need to understand that. And we need to experience that. And again, when you understand that, your heart will break, but you'll need to make a choice who you will become because of that. And I think that when you make a choice that you will be still the person that you are now and will show kindness through your healing, recovery seasons, I think that's what really brings massive peace. Because I think that if you actually choose the bitterness, that will be out of peace for sure. Number eight, you must stop making your worth conditional. I'm guilty of that a lot. Majority of my life was very, very conditional. Performance, I feel worthy. No performance, unworthy. And that's a terrible place to be in. There's no peace whatsoever. But really learning how to really live a life by being, enjoying, and going to your nature and really enjoy the views and be at this moment, present moment, enjoy the moment. And that's is and when you know feel worthy. And at the beginning when I my worthiness was on hustle, on grind, on doing and performing, and then it shifted, and my I was feeling worthy even though I didn't do anything that day, and it felt so uncomfortable being content just by being. And I think that every single person needs to understand that we need to feel worthy before we have what we potentially desire, because we have visions, we have aspirations that pursue. But sometimes, okay, when I will be successful, then I will be worthy. No, I'm worthy right now. And I I watched some Gary Vee said that person said that I will be one lady said that I will be somebody one day. And Gary Vee said that you already are somebody. And I think that we need to remember that we already are somebody. Number nine, you must become intimate with solitude. And I think that this is again one of the most important things. And being intimate to solitude, that's a very important thing, because there's a massive difference. Is intimate with solitude what it means? It means that you need to really experience solitude. Because you can be in solitude, lonely, playing games, but that is not intimate solitude. That is just solitude, and you just shut out your mind. But really being able to really explore solitude with yourself and really stay present, stay aware, and really build that connection with yourself. That is intimate relation with yourself in solitude. Because I know that I played a lot of games in the past till 18, and I know that you potentially could be in solitude but don't get better because of it. Because solitude is supposed to be to really build your inner strength. And when you spend intimate solitude and you build clarity about yourself, that builds massive strength within you. Because what it does, it gives you peace, because you know that you can stay here. Because when you really build that intimate relationship with yourself, intimate solitude, you start loving relation with yourself. And because you love yourself, at that moment you don't need other people, because you feel complete and whole in solitude. Other people is just a bonus, not the main thing that we seek. And the last one is that you must surrender the illusion that peace is a destination. And this is just very simple. Last thing that I want to mention, that peace is not destination. Peace is a journey. A peace is something that we're able to really experience every single day when we choose to. Because it's very easy to really make peace conditional. When something happens, I will be peace. Then when something happens, this one, something will not happen, I will be peaceful. Like in every single day, be able to really make those conditions to have peace. But if we stop, we stop, we need to stop making those conditions to really feel peaceful. And then it will make when it'll make peace easy, it's much easier to be peaceful. So I hope you reflect. Again, this year is peace is one of the key words in my life. There's exposure, challenge, joy, and peace together with the most important words. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.